I'm Nocciola the Drawer, an artist and adventurer from the UK. Let's get creative. Hello and Happy New Year! This video is to start you off this year with a oomph. So in this video, I'm going to be setting my 23 goals for 2023, and I want you to join me to dream big and explore your creativity and create your goals too. So each year I'm going to be creating a video at the start of the year that is to inspire you to set your goals and to really dream big and create a huge list of goals and show that when you dream big, think big, that there is so much more that you can potentially do and fulfill your dreams. So let's get started. I have created for you this year a free download, which is a dream planner workbook. And this is for you to use so that you can plan your dreams. So the first page of the workbook is space for 23 goals for 2023. I've filled mine out too, and I'm going to go through that with you today, share with you why there are goals for me so that you can create goals that are for you. Now with these goals, like I've said in my previous videos from last year, it's not about creating goals of what you think you should, it's what you really want to do. What is it that you really, as a creative, as an artist, as someone who's trying to be more creative, what are the things that you want to work on this year? So I'm going to dive in straight with number one, and this one is big. Are you ready for it? Paint a mural in every country I've lived in. Yes, I'm going in there with a big one for number one. Now, I've lived in quite a few different countries. It's really formed who I am as a person, as a creative and an artist, and I love living in different cultures. Throughout my childhood, I lived in different countries, and then I continued that as an adult. I would really love to create a mural in each of those countries to show what it means to me to be in those countries and to connect with those countries again. I created a mural in 2021, and that was inspired by living in different countries. And I created this piece that had medals of all of the countries that I had lived in, and they're the countries that I want to create murals for. So here they are: Cyprus, Germany, Belgium, France, Australia, Canada, and Italy. So that's 7 because I lived in the UK as well. I've already created murals in the UK. That's a big one. I might do a whole another video series on trying to work towards that goal. Number 2 is to paint in a ski resort or mountain. Now, I love to ski, to be outdoors, to hike, so this would be a dream location to paint. I lived in the mountains in Canada, which was amazing, and the amazing sunrises and the peaks of the mountains. I would really, really love to paint in a ski resort or mountains. So they're not usually the typical place where you see murals, so I've got to make it happen. Number 3 is to paint a basketball court. Now this was on my list of last year, and I didn't achieve this goal last year, but I've got the positive vibes, the research, the gut to find a way to make it happen this year, because I really believe that bringing art and sport together is so beneficial. They're both amazing for your mental health. It's a way to get people that are interested in art outside, and people that are interested in basketball to think about creativity. I think colour in an area just energizes, rather than like a grey basketball court no one wants to hang out at. Number 4 is to organise a group exhibition. Now, I'm not exactly sure what this looks like, whether it is in an art gallery, as I do like to do a lot more things in public spaces, but I really want to organise bringing women together, different creatives, show their work together. So yeah, let's see what that looks like. Number 5 is to do a cross-cultural mural collab. So the idea is that I would collaborate with an artist from another country, and we would create something together. That could be in the UK or in another country. Just the idea that I have briefly is about maybe twin towns working together. So the fact that, you know, we have similarities and differences in our culture and how that can work together, I think it would be amazing. I'd love to work with another artist that feels the same. I want to make it happen. Number 6 is to do more digital illustrated murals. So for the Metro project, I did a digital illustration, and that will be installed inside the train. So instead of hand painting a mural, I'd love to do more digital illustrated large scale pieces. So that's what I want to do, grow my digitally illustrated mural side. I and create some amazing things. Why I want to do it is because it can be done anywhere. That way I don't actually have to be in the place to create the digital mural for the area, which means I can be in more places than once. It gives it a bigger opportunity, you know, not having to travel to install it. Number 7 is to create a clay bust sculpture. Creating more sculptures and learning about sculpture was one of the things that I was working on last year. This year I now know kind of the different sort of sculptures that I want to experiment with and try and see where it ends up. So I've got an online course that I'm going to follow this year. I'm going to create a bust out of clay, see where that goes, that journey. Number 8 is to apply for funding. Now, applying for funding can be a big process. There's lots of different ways you can get funded for projects. So things like Arts Council. Quite often I do commissions for my work rather than get funding, but I think there's a different sort of work that you can do when you get funding. So I really want to apply for funding to see how the process works and to see what projects I can get off the ground. I think it's going to be a lot of paperwork, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Number 9 is to create a soft sculpture. Now, I said that I really wanted to create more sculptures, and that's something that I want to focus on this year rather than just my 2D work. So a soft sculpture is a sculpture made of fabric. I want to see what I can create. I've got so many ideas. I've got the skills because I know pattern cutting from being a fashion designer. Yeah, let's create some soft sculptures. Number 10 is to do an AR mural, a augmented reality mural. So the idea is that a hand-painted mural would then have animated parts on top. My animation skills are not at that point, so maybe I'll have to collaborate with someone else to animate parts of the mural. But I really want to see how you can have that in-person art piece and how you can create a new dimension with augmented reality. Number 11 is create an inflatable sculpture. Now, I said that sculpture was something that I wanted to focus on this year, and this is another type of sculpture that I would like to try, inflating a sculpture. So it's, I don't want to give too much away, but it's something that I want to do, and watch this space. Number 12 is to make and send out a monthly newsletter. I have not done this before, every month. So I really want to commit to every month sending an inspiring newsletter out. It's not necessarily a newsletter saying everything that I'm doing. It's more to give creative ideas or creative energy, inspiration each month, and to create this creative community with newsletter. I can't remember how many in a row I've probably done ever, probably like 6. So to do a whole year to create that content, to send it out, I'm gonna commit to it this year. This is the year. Number 13 is to grow YouTube. This was one of my ones on the list from last year, but to grow YouTube and to get 1,000 subscribers. I'm currently on 217 subscribers as of the 20th of December. Now, this is over a year and a half. So the fact that I want to go from that number to 1,000 is big. But if I have that aim, then I have something I'm working towards rather than just saying grow YouTube. So I have a number, and then it'll really make me refine my content, make sure I commit to it. I do a new video every Sunday. Yeah, I'm growing this community. Why do I want to grow it? Because for me, I really want to inspire people to dream big and explore their creativity, and I can reach more people by doing that with YouTube and people anywhere in the world. Let's grow YouTube. If you haven't already subscribed, click subscribe below, and every Sunday there's a new video. Number 14 is try gouache painting. Now, I've probably tried gouache painting before, but for me, why I want to try and do it this year is because I really want to use it as kind of a sketching way. It seems like a good paint to get colour down quickly, to kind of sketch some things out in paint and to rework it, and I think it might work for my practice, and it's not a part of my practice at the moment. So try gouache painting. I really encourage you to always try new things or try new things in different ways. And so let's see, I'll try some gouache painting. And number 15 is add to my Creative Explorer series of illustrations. Now this is a project I started last year because I put it on my list. Now I know the format, I've created a few, and now I'm going to be able to add to it. So I'm really excited to add more stories, more illustrations, and to create a huge collection of these illustrations. So I'm going to add more to the creative series. Maybe I should say add one a month. So then at least I'll do 12, because I really think adding a number to things really helps. So yeah, I'm gonna say I wanna add one a month. If I do more, even better. Number 16 is to paint more part of me series. Now this is a painting series I started a couple of years ago. I did 2 huge pieces and 1 smaller piece, really about how different places can have an effect on you and become part of you. It's really, instead of doing kind of my illustration style, it means I'm kind of working it out on the canvas. So I do literally just a basic sketch, have an idea of the direction I want to go, and then work with the paint and see where it goes. And so it's a bit more spontaneous than when I'm doing a mural where I've already designed it. Didn't add any to it last year. I know which one I want to do next. So I'm gonna I've definitely got one in my mind ready to go. I just need to actually paint it. So I'm gonna add more to this series. So hopefully I have a collection of these paintings that could potentially go together in an exhibition, or I could sell them. It's much more of a personal project rather than a client commission. Number 17 is to work on my website. Now I have a website that I did together myself on Squarespace. I always get these emails from people saying that SEO needs to be better. There is the back end stuff that I need to learn, and I really want to have my website work for me rather than it just be a place I direct people to. But if I direct people to it, I want it to show who I am as an artist and what work I can potentially do, and show the potential of my work to work with them. I have started this month in December to work on that. I started a course online to help kind of with the online world. I want to finish that this year to really have my website represent who I am as an artist and the work that I can do, so that it's a great place, but also the back end of it is working better for me. I'm not the best tech person, so we'll see if I can learn this stuff or whether I need to ask for more help to see how it transforms. Number 18 is to create a rainbow lighthouse sculpture. Now I had this idea for a sculpture from not long after I did this illustration, because the message that I want to share with this sculpture, and I can really picture it, but not exactly in what form to build it, because I don't have that much experience with sculpture, which is something that you know from the video so far I want to work on this year. Yeah, I'm not sure whether it's something to do with light, whether it's wooden, whether it's cardboard, whether it's moving, but I know that this illustration I want to take into a 3D sculpture piece, see what that can be. Number 19 is to grow my illustration portfolio and clients. I really want to work with different companies, different people to illustrate their story. And one way that I'm going to commit to this is I'm going to take an illustration, grow your illustration business course in January. I'm committing to investing in myself and investing in my illustration side of business so that I can grow it and work on it and do some exciting things this year. Number 20 is to illustrate more female active adventure stories. This is something that I am always passionate about, and I've illustrated active adventures and women. I want to do more of it this year. I'm not sure what that'll look like exactly, but I'm gonna do it. Number 21 is create for different surfaces. Now this is quite a vague one. I'm not sure what it looks like, whether it's like creating floor murals or ceiling murals or putting something on boxes, on different surfaces. I painted on a bench this past year. Doing digital illustration means it can be printed for different surfaces. So it even could be fabric. So I really want to create for different surfaces. Number 22 is get more artwork on public transport. This was a goal for last year, to get not one piece, but to actually create for public transport. And I managed to get like a mega one, a permanent artwork on the metro, which I'm so chuffed, and I had no idea that that was even possible, but I was glad that I put it on my list. And so this year I'm really passionate about public spaces having artwork and public transport, because it's part of travel and getting somewhere and part of your journey and daily life. I'm not sure what other public transport, plane, train, bus, bicycle, some form of public transport, bus stop. Yeah, I want to have more commissions with public transport. Number 23 is to collaborate with artists. I want to do more collaborations with artists so that we can create these unique pieces that bring our two visions and voices together. Mainly, I'd love to collaborate with female artists and I want to see them come to life. I started contacting people last year about this. I really want to see it come to fruition and see these mega collaborations come together. So that is my 23 goals for 2023. I hope that it has inspired you to focus on yours, to spend some time dreaming, working your ideas out, using the workbook planner that I've created to write them down so you have them to refer back to throughout the year. In that pack, you've also got a map. So this is trying to add some of the steps that you're going to take to get to work towards those goals. And then you've also got a dream vision board where you can add imagery, you can draw on it, you can add pictures and really kind of create that creative energy piece so that you can have a look at that and refer back to it and be like, okay, that's the energy that I need to take into these dreams. So why do I want you to dream big and explore your creativity by creating 23 goals, which seems huge? The thing is, quite often we work towards goals that aren't actually our dream. So I really want you to think about your dreams, not how you're gonna make them happen, but what is it that you would love to do? I really think it's important to remember that you can fail at the things that you don't want. So why not make a shot at the things that you would love to do? I really would love to see you share your dream maps, your list, really put it out there into the world, the things that you're trying to dream into happening, because we've started the first step, dreaming, writing down, sharing is the next step, and then actually going out there and start planning towards them. So I'd love it if you could share with me some of your dreams. You can put them in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and I'd love it if you could tag me on Instagram, Nocciola the Drawer, with your list of 23 goals for 2023, because we're in this together to work together to create them for ourselves and cheer each other on. Good luck for 2023. I hope you have the most fabulous year. I'm here with you, cheering you on. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you for the next creative adventure. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell.